Hey you guys, this is Rico and I am back again. Hope you guys are doing well. This has been an interesting week. It's been an interesting time for me as well, just my emotional state, as well as seeing what's going on in the world with all the tragic events just worldwide, but zeroing in on Hong Kong and the devastation that happened over this past week. And it was so mind blowing and just to the point like you're speechless because this was a multiple day thing.
警方咧係以誤殺嘅罪名咧，一共拘捕咗15名嘅人士，分別係14男1女，年齡係介乎40到77歲。佢哋分別係呢個宏福苑維修工程嘅大判工程公司、工程顧問公司、二判關於呢個棚架同埋外牆維修嘅有關公司嘅人員嚟㗎。It is a one-off occasion for the residents to go back and take back their properties, so they cannot move back in. And whether the scaffolding that will move away, for the time being, it will not. It is in fact a very important piece of evidence.
Where it's like you think that okay, here's the solution for this thing, and then the people come and it's gone and it's put out, but no, it kept going, and more tragic updates, and more tragic updates, and this is all pertaining to the buildings, the flats that caught on fire in Hong Kong over this past week. And we're talking like over the span of 6 days almost. Like, as I speak, it's still pretty much going on. These were flats that was like a whole complex of buildings with like over 4,000 people in these buildings. There are people now where they do not have homes and they're living in shelters. There are people that are still trying to find their loved ones. There are rescue workers trying to find human bodies as well as pets, and just hearing all the gut-wrenching stories of the people telling their stories of their last moments with their loved ones, how their loved ones helped other people get out of their flats and their homes to safety, but they didn't make it out. I look at this and it makes me feel bad because I feel like I'm kind of selfish because I'm over here worrying about something that feels so trivial compared to what happened here. And this was something that happened that came out of nowhere. This could happen to me, this could happen to you, this could happen to anybody. It just all of a sudden happened. And people are asking this burning question, and I mean this burning. They're asking this like, how did this happen? What started this? It is to the point now where everybody wants to know. The families want to know. Even the leader of Hong Kong wants to know. They're like, this just happened out of nowhere and it took everyone off guard. Everyone was in shock. I was in shock seeing the updates.
To investigators, all signs point to the nylon meshing there, that green, that's what's left of it anyway, that was surrounding the bamboo scaffolding outside of these buildings. They say did not meet flame retardant standards. In other words, it was not up to the fire safety code, and that's why they say this flames spread so quickly and engulfed these buildings so quickly. On top of that, the renovation was using these foam blocks that they say was blocking the windows. These also led to the fire spreading very quickly outside of this building, led to the glass exploding in the windows, and that helped spread the fire inside the buildings, leading to the images you saw just a few moments ago, those burnt out units. Now, as a result of this investigation, they've also uncovered that the detectors inside of these buildings weren't working. Many of them anyway may not have alerted these residents, many who were over the age of 65. So when you imagine the chaos and the panic that was happening inside these buildings as the flames were just spreading from building to building, it is quite a horrific scene.
And so they have arrested people who have made this whole plan to create these complexes. And they have charged them with pretty much manslaughter, because what they found out was, looking into the plan of how these homes were made, they did not meet protocol. They did not meet safety protocol. The way that they were made, if you look at some of the material that was used. When I heard that they talked about that there was styrofoam in some of the apartments. And I am curious, are these like middle class homes? Are they homes for the upper class, lower class? Styrofoam. I might as well be living outside. I might as well go and take a box and live outside. Why is my flat made of styrofoam? Why is the floor and what is in between the materials on the floor made of styrofoam? So, you know, they're finding all this out, and it's like, of course the thing is going to combust and go up in flames. Look at what it's made out of. Then on top of that, they found out what the real culprit was. Listen to this. Was the bamboo material that was actually on the outside structure of these complexes. So that thing just caught fire. I still don't know what happened. I don't know if something rubbed together, like they were trying to make a campfire and it just went like, this is very concerning to me, because it happened so fast. And these people are in their homes. There are people that probably did not even know what hit them. Probably were asleep and just got taken away by the flames. Then there were people that probably knew what was happening and got suffocated to death. There were probably people that tried to make it out and couldn't make it out because there was probably no way for them to make it out, and they just got burnt up. It's sad. You look at the victim number and how devastating that was. How it started from like a low number to 13, then it jumped to 69, then it was, now it's what, like 100 and something, and it's still probably going to climb, because they're still going to find more people. Then on top of that, they would put out the fire in like one part of the complex, and then the other part of the complex was still burning. So the people down below in the street, they're looking like, and I'm looking like, watching it through the TV screen, because it's like, this is like day what, 3, and it's still burning. Now that's some flammable bamboo. And the rescue workers, the firefighters, they trying to put it out. Smog is all over the place. You see the destruction and how the aftermath looks. And you can just see where the structure wasn't safe. You could see where they cut corners and they built these complexes and they built them up as fast as they could, put people in them. And it's like, we just had this conversation about China and that bridge that came down like build the blocks, like London Bridge, and now we got the complex. It's like, when will y'all learn that you can't cut corners when it comes to things that people have to use? It's like, yeah, it seems fun in hindsight, where you can just go and be like, okay, let's just go and build it up real quick and get our money and put people in there and get more money, and it is what it is. But this stuff has to be fireproof, weatherproof, earthquake proof. Like, anything could happen. These are people's lives. They're not toys, they're not dolls, they're not objects. These are people. And look at all the people that have passed away. People that are looking for their loved ones. There are people that are missing. They're still going through the remains of the building because of people's negligence. And it's like, we can blame the people that made these floor plans and this structural plan, but that's not going to bring the people back. We can sit and have whole think pieces about what happened here, but at the end of the day, people are scarred for life. People do not have homes. People have lost their loved ones. People who were in the area also just scarred for life. It's an awful thing. And it's like, when will people learn? And this isn't just a Hong Kong issue or a China issue. This can happen anywhere in the world. You have to take the right precautions when you're building these things. Because if you don't, look at these people crying. Look at these people having these burials and trying to remember their loved ones, when just a few days ago they were with their loved ones in their homes and they didn't think anything like this was going to happen. It's so sad how in the blink of an eye you can lose everything. And it makes you think like life is so short. Like, we spend so much time contemplating things and thinking about things and being afraid to say the things that we want to say. And the next day you could be gone from this world. And not of any fault of your own. It could be you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. Something from a building falls down on you. You get hit by a car by mistake. You fall into the gutter. You fall into the gutter. You fall into a pothole. I don't know. Fall into a sewage drain. It's so much chaos. You can fall in the gutter and like hit your head the wrong way, and you know it's very possible. But
佢翻到入屋，佢話：哇，佢睇唔到路，跟住個電話就已經我聽唔到佢講嘢啦，淨係一隻雜聲，我再聯絡唔到佢。嗰一個係我最後同佢通話嘅時間。
Yup Kao Koi and his wife were living in the apartment complex when the fire started.
You never know. It's very important that we live out our lives, you know, as the days go on, day by day. And also that please make sure that your homes are up to safety standard. Please make sure that your homes are made like they're supposed to be, because there are a lot of homes out here that they're not made like they're supposed to be. They are cutting corners. They are throwing plaster over old walls and wood. They are putting paper in the structure, and you go boo, and the thing just go ugh. It's true though. Like, styrofoam, make it make sense. Like, you could go and hit on it too hard and it, Dang. Why you gotta do them like that? Like, why you do those people like that? And then they really thought that, like, it was not gonna be found out. And it had to be found out in the most deadliest, horrendous way. We as the human race gotta do better. All of us, we gotta do better. Like, we need to have more compassion. We need to care about other people. We need to stop thinking inward and only about ourselves and think about other people. Because this right here, this was selfish. And so selfish to the point that so many people were affected and hurt. And there's no repairing the damage. This is damage that cannot be fixed. These people will always live with this. So it's like, yeah, the leader can sit up and be like, well, oh, we need to look into it and what are we going to do? But how many other homes in Hong Kong were built like this? Let's talk about it. How many homes in different parts of the world are built like this? Construction needs to be better. We don't need the corruption. We need you to do your job. We don't need you to care only about the money. We need you to care about people's livelihoods and them having a nice home and being able to raise their families and being able to live. This should not have happened like this. These buildings should not have gone up in flames like this. These buildings went up in flames like they were made of paper, literally. And it does not make any sense at all. I really don't want to cry on camera. And like, I feel it coming, and I'm really trying to stay like stern, because I try to mask it with like laughter and all this, but this is really a sad situation. And I wouldn't wish this on anyone. My prayers go out to all the victims. Be safe, you guys. Be vigilant. Please, please check your homes. Please check your apartments, your condos, wherever you live. Make sure that they are built the way they're supposed to. If you can go and take your fist and knock a hole in your wall, your house probably is not built like it's supposed to. I'm just saying. Food for thought. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also a blog, News and Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you all. Put below how you feel about this. This is serious stuff. It's heavy too and dark, but stay positive. I love you all.